Show. It's November 20th, and we are here in the WJTB studios at NJIT. Hope everyone's doing great on a great Monday.
How's the holiday week going, guys? No answer. Okay.
Hopefully. It's always us. We're always talking to ourselves. But hopefully other people are joining us. If they fix the live stream in the studio in the campus center, you will be listening to our show as well, whether you like it or not.
Welcome back.
No, it's great. It's going to be a great show. We have a Thanksgiving Day special. We've got a lot of stuff coming your way. Awesome articles about delicious food, great recipes.
Surprise guests later on in the
exactly.
show.
Some friends may join us and share some of their stories. Hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. And we'll talk about non-traditional Thanksgiving as well. What people have done in the past that you wouldn't normally do on Thanksgiving, or with your food or without your food, or with your family, whatever their traditions are. They're going to be quite unusual.
Also
and an awesome playlist.
Also keep in mind, guys, that we love you to share with us things from your experiences, your family traditions, all of that. So if there's anything that you would like to text in during the course of the entire show, please do. So if, when we get to untraditional part of the show that we share from articles that we found on the internet, if there's anything untraditional that you do with your family, anything your friends have ever done. I know Friendsgiving is like a huge thing now. I think it's because of like social media and Snapchat now that's like a whole thing that you do with your friends. But anything you've ever heard of, any stories, like feel free, let us know, and we will give it a shout out over the air.
Okay, so let's get into some nice music, and we will hit you up back with those awesome articles. This is I Don't Love You, I'm Just Lonely.
Ouch.
I love your body next to mine, where you're always there to hold my hand. I love the way you say it's fine when I've been fucking up my life again. But I don't love you, I'm just lonely. You don't know that I'm a waste of time. If that's wrong, then no one told me. I just need someone to hold me now, 'cause I don't love you, I'm just lonely. There's a fire in your heartbeat, not a worry in your bright blue eyes. And I'm a coward 'cause I'm still here, and I ain't leaving you tonight. But I don't love you, I'm just lonely. You don't know that I'm a waste of time. If that's wrong, then no one told me. I just need someone to hold me now, 'cause I don't love you, I'm just lonely. But I don't love you, I'm just lonely. But I don't love you, I'm just lonely. You don't know that I'm a waste of time. If that's wrong, then no one told me. I just need someone to hold me now, 'cause I don't love you, I'm just lonely. But I don't love you, I'm just lonely. You don't know that I'm a waste of time. If that's wrong, then no one told me. I just need somewhere in the woods we can start a fire. All we know is what will be our home. We will stay until the break of dawn. Takes us to a place to escape the chill. Tucked up somewhere in the woods on a hill. Wake up feeling the cold in between our toes. Is there a way back? Nobody knows. And we leave it all behind. Can't you see? We need some time. And we all sit around the fire. We feel a little warmer now. And we all sit around the fire. We feel so much better now. Sit around the fire. We feel so much better now.
I know you've read between the lines. I don't wanna fight this. I like this. I shut you out 1,000 times. Almost can't describe it. When we kiss, colors ignite. I'm flying tonight, and God, I just can't look down. Scared to death you'd be gone if I hit the ground. You wanna go, any place you wanna go. So where you wanna go, I'll follow. You kiss my tears away at night, trying to erase them. You taste them. You light me up, we're burning bright, and all the world is fading. I'm changing. Pull me in close, don't ever let go. I'll let your love set me free. Anywhere that you go is where I wanna be. I'm gonna place you wanna go. Any place you wanna go. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. We'll go. Any place you wanna go. So where you wanna go with me, baby? I'm gonna give you every part of me. Ooh, I wanna let you in. Oh, I'm gonna give you every part of me. Oh, I wanna let you in this heart with me. Oh, you fit my broken pieces perfectly. So I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. Any place you wanna go. Any place you wanna go. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. We'll go. Any place you wanna go. So where you wanna go, I'll follow. Where you wanna go with me, baby.
I'll follow on R&B Radio Show. You're listening to R&B Radio Show. I just said it twice now.
What?
What?
So this just in. Apparently, NJIT's got its things together. And that deserves a victory gobble.
Yeah.
And we're now streaming
A
live
victory gobble. I like that.
through the campus center.
We are.
In the game room on the.
Thank you to Dan
Yeah, Dan
specifically
Dan's
because
done
we
wonders.
always communicate with him
A part
basically.
of WJTB. Like, I've
But
never
everybody
seen them,
else, everyone else is
move forward
can.
this way.
Yeah, everyone else is part of the group. They got their ducks in a row or turkeys in a row.
So
like a like
another victory gobble. So we're streaming throughout the campus center. That's exciting news. And if you guys are just tuning in for the third time, this is R&B Radio Show. But yeah, thanks for joining us. And we play every Monday, 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. wjtb.njit.edu.
Exactamundo. And we had I'll Follow, an acoustic version, and before that Hollow Coves, by The Woods. So another great playlist coming your way. And we're going to get into some articles now about, obviously everybody knows that this Thursday is Thanksgiving. And everyone does a lot of fantastic stuff. So we know the Macy's Day Parade. You gotta love that Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, you gotta get up at 6 in the morning.
I don't get up that. It doesn't even
When
start
does it
that
even
early. What are you
start?
talking
like 8,
about?
9, 10, something like that.
But
I don't know.
who gets up that early
Yo,
on?
a lot
I
of
don't even
people
get up
eat-
that early on Christmas.
Just guess, like Italian families who have to cook for entire armies probably have to get up that early to start cooking and preparing and get little Timmy and Tommy up and all that.
Timmy and Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they released their lineup for those balloons who are going to be in the parade.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, they did.
Okay,
of course
so
they
let's
did.
hear it.
Of course
I'm
they
so, I'm so
did.
excited.
A lot of obviously geared towards children, but I
Some
do
of them
get
are lame, don't you think?
I
Like,
do
in the
get pretty
past?
excited though about the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Yeah, that is exciting.
The red Mighty Morphin Power
Because
Ranger.
that's
Gotta
part
love
of
that.
every 90s kid's childhood, so.
It's part of my childhood. Yeah,
I just said that.
it's part of it.
90s
And it's
kid.
important
You're-
though.
don't you
I'm just
fall in the
saying.
category of 90s kid.
I am one.
You know,
that
what,
is
some
correct.
people, if people look at you and you were born in the 90s and they look at you and they say, everything you thought was a lie, you're a 2000s kid. Just look back at them and say no. And how dare you say that and look at me and tell me that I am, because we're 90s children.
Why would they call me a 2000s?
They would say because, like, you were only, like, 5, I guess, tops by the time of 2000s, right? So you were, like, you were not really, like, you were only from age 0 to 5 in the 90s. So you're technically
now
not
everyone
really.
knows how old I am.
Okay, but you're technically not really a 90s kid. Like, you weren't really a kid that's like 5 years old. How could you really be
Yeah,
a
it was
kid,
the
you know?
O's. It was the
Ye-
O's we grew up.
But I like
our
to consider
fun.
myself a 90s kid.
Yeah, you had the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
We still have a Nintendo 64.
Those good cartoon
Anyway,
shows, all that
the
stuff.
Macy's Day Parade, yeah, the lineup is classic Pillsbury Doughboy. They have Angry Birds. I don't know why everyone's in love with Angry Birds.
I'm not for
The
Angry Birds.
squirrel in Ice Age
Didn't they have
who
that
never
last
seems
time?
to get a break and never gets that acorn. Poor guy. Poor little guy. Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Sinclair's Dino, Hello Kitty, Ronald McDonald's,
Who
which
they need to
honestly,
take off. He's
that balloon's
creepy.
that is
He
creepy.
is.
It's creepy, especially It came out.
Yeah, come on, guys, it's not right.
I'm not having any of that. Trolls, SpongeBob,
SpongeBob's
Pikachu,
good. I have no.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid,
Oh,
Elf
I
on a
don't
Shelf,
know.
Charlie Brown.
Isn't the idea behind Elf on a Shelf also creepy? You know what I mean?
Because it's a stalker. Isn't Santa also a
and
stalker?
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, Santa's also creepy too if you think about it.
Paw Patrol, The Grinch,
Nice.
one
One of the best Christmas movies of all time.
Olaf from Frozen. I never saw Frozen, so yeah, I'm not in that club. I gotta
Not in that
say.
club. You know, when you say that, people look at you and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" You know, the way they look at you. That
They
if
look
you
at me
don't-
like that on a regular
if
basis.
you don't
so it's
peel
like-
your cheese stick, your string
yeah,
cheese.
what's wrong with eating string cheese? Just
It's-
you don't peel it.
it's
I don't peel it.
String cheese, and it's peelable, and it's just fun. That's how you eat it. That's just how you do things. You know, it's kind of like you don't open the Kit Kat and bite like all 4 Kit Kats. You break them and then crunch.
Yeah, well, I don't know what else to tell you. It's string cheese. So, yeah, we're going to get into some delicious food recipes. And Bina found something where you can take leftovers. It's like a leftover hack.
Yeah.
Like, how amazing is that?
Yeah, so what we're hearing is that you basically take, I mean, I guess you can put your own twist on this, but you take egg rolls, you know, those that like dough that you start off with an egg roll, and you put in your cranberry, your leftover stuffing, all the turkey that you picked off the bone and things like that. And you put it in this egg roll filling, you roll it up and you fry it, and then you have like turkey egg rolls, and it just looks really, really good. But it's kind of like you can put those in like any kind of dough, you know, like Pillsbury dough, roll it up and have those also. So you can put it in anything, but to have it in an egg roll looks kind of dope.
Yeah, it does. It just looks delicious.
Yeah.
Delish.
Fried in all that oil. As if you need
greasy.
more calories after eating on Thanksgiving. But
yeah,
hey,
Bina,
live
so
your life.
Tell us what else you have in those articles for interesting Thanksgiving twists, what other people, the classic, you know, dishes that people make, and then a little bit unusual ones, the side
So-
dishes, stuff you.
So
stuff that
yeah,
sounds
in the
great.
past we've talked about your typical dishes that you have, like obviously everyone has the cranberry and the mashed potatoes and I
the
saw,
turkey.
I saw something on Facebook this morning that I actually showed you, Rena, that said nobody should be posting pictures of Thanksgiving food. Like, don't post pictures of plates on Thanksgiving, okay, guys? Because we're all eating the same stuff. Like, there's absolutely no point in you posting, like, oh my God, turkey, hashtag Thanksgiving. Like, we're all eating turkey too. But yeah, there's a couple of there's a couple of news sites apparently I've never really heard of that are supposed to be trending now. The first one is cranberry glazed sweet potatoes. Are you a sweet potatoes person?
No.
That sounds
No.
like the magic cons right there. Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm just not.
And what, you know how some people think like sweet potato fries are the bomb digs? I don't think so either.
I feel like if you do, I
It's
don't
a
know. I do. I
letdown.
enjoy
It's a
sweet potato fries,
letdown.
but I
I
like the
don't.
classic. I like curly fries better.
But think about it,
Waffle
like
fries,
if you're
so
looking at
good.
fries, then you're like thinking of fries. You're like, oh my God, like there are fries over there. So you go over and you want to taste that like crunchy, like potato fried fries, and then
Great description.
yeah, I know.
And you put it in your mouth and you're like, oh my God,
and you're
this is
like,
sweet
"Oh,
potato.
sweet
Mm-mm.
potato." Linda, get
This
back
is
over
not
it.
delicious.
Stop playing with your
Someone
dolls,
remake
Linda,
this
and
it's not
remake
good.
those sweet potato fries into actual fries. Yeah,
We're
so.
just being Southern.
But I mean, cranberry glazed sweet potato sounds really, really good. Creamed collards. I guess if you want like
Is it a vegetable side?
collard greens. No, all of them.
You
vegetable,
gotta
a lot of
have
them
you
are-
gotta have greens though at dinner. I must say
Yeah.
you have so much starch and so much meat going on. You gotta have that delicious. So much starch in meat. You gotta balance it out with some veggies.
Yeah, that's true.
Do some fruit pie at the end too.
So this one's like creamed, you know. So it's like bacon, butter, onion, chicken broth, apple cider vinegar, homemade sauce to make it creamy, and they're just all of this mixed in with some greens. Looks pretty good. Brussels sprouts with pecans. How do you say that?
Yeah,
Pecan?
you just said it.
Yeah, but do you say
People say it 2 ways.
do you say pecans or
Say
pecans?
Pecans.
Yeah. Roasted squash stuffed with cornbread dressing. That's a really original one. Never heard of that. And carrot souffle. I feel like every holiday they try to shove the carrot in there as if you like you need to like carrot.
I don't like carrot. I don't like carrot pie. I don't like carrot cake. Don't like carrot souffle. No.
Yeah, carrot cake's just sad. Like, why is that a thing?
It's a cake. You don't want carrots in there. People love it though. People love it. Good for them.
They
but
really
I don't know.
do.
For me, it's like I'll just eat regular carrots when I want my veggies. Don't mix it with my dessert.
That is true. So we're gonna do a little bit of switching it up. We'll go to some weird Thanksgiving food traditions,
Yeah, these were really unusual.
and then we can, hop back later on a little bit with other unique side dishes and normal dishes and things like that. So the first one listed says Coca-Cola salad. Isn't that strange? So it's basically made with maraschino cherries, pineapple, cream cheese, milk, Jello, Coca-Cola, and pecans, and it's like this bundt cake looking just mesh of all these ingredients that I just said. And apparently that's just something that this family does on Thanksgiving. So the next one is raw stuffing. They said that this one is weird. My sister picked it out, raw stuffing, before it went into the bird, and we ended up eating it so much that we started making it a separate dish. Isn't that really, really, really strange?
Yeah, it's strange.
And then they just started like eating it for breakfast and things like that. So I guess just like you don't even cook it, because with your stuffing you're supposed to like saute it and stuff. These guys just don't, and they just make it raw stuffing. Sauerkraut is another like dish that people always have on or this family has on Thanksgiving dinner. It's kind of strange. Dee Dee's cheese, someone calls it, which is
Dee's cheese.
massive amount of cream cheese and soy sauce and like a bunch of other ingredients, and they just like put it on top of everything.
I would just eat cheese.
No, it's
I would
cream
just-
cheese.
But
not
I'm
even
just telling you,
cheese.
I would just
That's
eat cheese.
nasty. But they just put it almost like, like it's like a ketchup for like a bunch of like chicken nuggets and things like that. They just
interesting that they
put
their
it
own
with
sauce.
everything. Yeah, it's like their own sauce. This person makes lobsters.
Lobster?
Yeah,
Oh
because they don't like
my
turkey. So on the
goodness.
side, they
Good
also
substitute.
make lobsters, so at least they can enjoy something
It's completely
on
different.
Thanksgiving Day also.
Wow.
This family just goes to Cracker
No one
Barrel.
switches it and goes like, "Oh, we'll just have quail or pigeon or something. We'll just eat
didn't that-
chicken
on
instead." No, they go
everybody's-
all the way to lobster.
On Everybody Loves Raymond, that's what they tried to do.
Eat
when
lobster?
Deborah tried to do, no, not lobster, just like switch it to fish. And he's like, you
Ew.
don't have fish.
Just fish.
On
yeah.
Thanksgiving, it's turkey. That's what you have. But she wanted fish. This family just goes to Cracker Barrel for Thanksgiving. That's a step down. Can I even say that?
Chinese
Come on, we can
buffet
only-
this Thanksgiving. Woohoo!
No, that's Christmas. That's what we do during
Oh,
Christmas.
Christmas, right?
All holiday tables in my family feature pink stuff, which is a weird 50s inspired mishmash of mini marshmallows, fruit, and Cool Whip.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Whoa.
This family has a tradition of eating barbecue duck with scallion pancakes. This family has an olives and celery platter to almost cleanse the palate between certain dishes. So that's kind of
It's an interesting
that's
idea.
kind of interesting. Pickle pinwheels. So thin slice of ham and cream cheese around like a giant rolled up around pickles, and that's the end of that list. That is kind of strange. I can't say I've heard of any of those dishes before. So
Yeah,
there you
I
have
have
it.
not. I have not either.
if you're daring to try any of that, why don't you try that out?
All right, let's give you something to listen to. This is Astronaut, Something About Your Love. It's R&B.
Slow down, stepping up my game. Tied to you, try not to sink on through the cracks. And maybe I could forget this time. And maybe I should get out.
do da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do da 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 da
Right now, I'm feeling like an astronaut. I fade into the thought of coming back to you. And maybe I should forget this town. Then maybe I could get out. Oh, there's something about your love. Can you feel it? Oh, there's something about your love. Can you feel it?
I like digging holes and hiding things inside them. When I grow old, I hope I won't forget to find them. 'Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I build a home and wait for someone to tear it down. Then pack it up in boxes, head for the next town running. 'Cause I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. And 1,000 times I've seen this road, 1,000 times. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I like standing still, but that's just a wishful plan. Ask me where I come from, I'll say a different land. But I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. I count gates and numbers, then play the guessing game. It's just a place that changes, the rest is still the same. But I've got memories and travel like gypsies in the night. And 1,000 times I've seen this road, 1,000 times. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots, but my home find them. I've got no roots. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do the shit I love it on a daily. You say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. But that ain't gonna be me, that ain't gonna be me. My brother called me up, said he saw me on TV. I said it wasn't easy, but right now I'm living breezy. Build this engine from the ground up, now my hands, they ain't so greasy, feel me? Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
Illuminate my future bright, so thankful for everything. Rejuvenating my inner light as I work hard for all I need. Open arms, embracing life and all of what you gave to me. Hard work, it pays off, I'm happy now, it's paying me. Close my eyes sometimes and feel as if I float away. I love the life I live and enjoy the ride along the way. I'll make a living out of living, yeah, that's what I say. I got one life to live and I would live in no other way.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Yeah. Van Gogh, my earlobe, I can't hear, I'm here though. I may be a weirdo, but this is my year, yo. My life may be crazy, my lack of the lazy has let me do shit that I love on the daily. Daily, daily, get to do the shit I love upon the daily. Daily, daily, everybody go and live your daydreams up. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
Hey, it's R&B radio show. We're back. It's Dirty Heads Vacation. We were playing that awesome tune right there, and then before that we had some other awesome tunes, and you're gonna just have to remember what it was and figure it out. We're gonna have other great songs. Also, like we said, there are gonna be a couple of friends joining us, and there are two. I just snapped my fingers and they just appeared. So it's Hazel and Kevaughn, one from Rutgers, one from NJT. We're all welcoming here at WJTV
And
Studios.
Kevaugh's a returner. He's been on here once before.
Yes, a bunch of people already know his vibes. So anyway, it's gonna be a Thanksgiving Day show.
Know his vibes.
They know his vibes.
You ever
people,
like walk
people
up to
have
somebody, hey, I know your vibes. Oh, what is that supposed to mean? Have we met before? What does that mean?
or someone approaches you like, oh my god, I heard you on the R&B radio show.
Yeah.
I've heard you on the show before. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So say hello, guys. It's Hazel and Kevaughn.
Hey, I'm Hazel.
Hello. I'm not.
By default.
By default, he's cute.
Yeah, by default. What's going on?
It's going. We're just having a
So
lot of
yeah,
fun.
welcome back from the music. This is R&B radio show. I'm Bina. Over there's Rena, and the other two just
Yeah, we didn't even
introduced
introduce
themselves.
ourselves in the beginning. We're just so used to
Yeah.
starting the show off.
yourself, because everyone already knows you.
Exactly.
Wow, we're that
The
popular.
entire campus knows us.
Anyway, yeah, we were covering some unusual Thanksgiving meals and traditions before you guys got here. But we will also, I don't know, I got like one article right here. I just want to dive into it. Weird Thanksgiving Day facts.
Woo.
Like some of the stuff, I don't know why. I didn't even know this one. All right, first one. First Thanksgiving was only eaten with spoons and knives.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. The fork wasn't invented yet.
Hmm.
No joke. It was brought by the Pilgrims in 1620, and later until the 18th century. I think when the forks came along, it wasn't brought until later. And then the Pilgrims only had to eat turkey with a spoon and a knife. That's difficult.
Do you ever
Yeah.
look at
Must
somebody
have been
like
an extra hour for that meal.
they eat like their rice with like a spoon, and then they use like the knife to put it on the spoon? And you're just like,
I would
don't-
eat rice with a spoon.
I don't know.
That's so
like
hard to grab
sometimes
with
I
a
look
fork.
at people. I'm like, I feel like that's wrong.
Eating rice with a spoon?
That's
don't
not
you
wrong
guys
at
eat it
all.
with a fork?
We're all against you.
Because you don't eat rice with a fork?
I do.
Yeah, see,
I use
thank
the
you.
fork to like scoop it up and take
Yeah.
the spoon. and then
Really? No, don't eat it like that.
Wait, what? Wait, you use a fork to put rice into a spoon?
Don't you?
Yeah, don't you
kinda,
eat-
Like,
But
let-
the spoon is already scoopable. Like, just scoop it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it needs some like help, you know.
Yeah,
What if-
sometimes you
what
gotta
if
shovel it in there.
What if you have like a flat plate? Like you don't have the bowl
Very,
to help you,
very
like,
good.
Scoop the rice
Very
into a
good.
spoon.
Fact over there. Hazel, very
I
good
don't know,
argument.
guys.
What if you have a plate and not a bowl?
It's not a good argument.
That's a perfect argument.
Guys.
You can't eat it. It's so hard. Next subject. This is getting too complicated. I didn't know the first fact on spoons would be so controversial. Anyway, as we all know, if you guys don't know, would know by now, but the president always pardons a turkey.
Wait, what?
No, I didn't
You
know
didn't
that.
know
What do you mean
that?
by pardons?
He lets one go.
Oh, no, I listened to that on the radio this morning. They're like,
To
true
be
or false.
free.
Like, the president has pardoned a turkey since like 2001 or something. I can't remember if it was true or
President-
false, though.
President Truman started this tradition. Truman started it in 1947. So he sent a turkey off to live the rest of his days at Frying Pan Park in Virginia. A park in Virginia. And then Obama did it. He sent a turkey to Disneyland.
Oh,
He
to-
sent a
wait,
turkey
what?
to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Like, what is it gonna do in Disneyland?
Go on some rides.
Okay, so like, who
That's not a joke.
decides?
I'm not even
Who
making this
decides
up.
where? Like,
I think people vote on it.
they vote on it.
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Okay,
I-
so how does Disneyland get onto the voting?
Oh no, they vote on
Ballot.
on the name of the turkey. Maybe
Okay, but
Obama's
where
just
does
like,
it go to?
yo, turkey, Disneyland is where you at. The turkey's name was Courage. If it was
Why?
Courage, honestly, he should have just went to the Yellow Brick Road or Wizard of Oz. I know it's not a real place, but
No, where's
Emerald City, is that what it's called?
Courage the Cowardly Dog? Where's that shot or based off of? In the middle of nowhere. It's so great. Just send a turkey off to some desert somewhere. or
Anyway,
something.
that's my facts.
Wow.
You guys are really up in arms about these facts right
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would name a turkey Courage.
Courage the cowardly turkey.
And-
I was gonna say chicken.
And
because
then
it
it's
sounded
like,
better.
it's like, okay, we name
Right.
you Courage, but we're gonna like eat you. Like, that's just wrong.
now.
That's animal cruelty.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird of the U.S.
No.
I'm
nope.
so glad it is
Nope.
not.
Why not?
The
What's
eagle's
difference?
way more fierce. Are you
Oh,
kidding?
okay, right.
And like
I'm
we
like-
eat turkeys, so what does that say about America?
Yeah, what
Nah.
does that say? That we eat ourselves to death? I don't know.
Cannibalism.
It would be accurate. It's not a good look, but it would be very accurate.
Yeah, see, I would agree with that statement.
True. The best way to check if a cranberry is ripe is you bounce it.
Nice.
Cranberries, I'll be sure to do exactly that.
Your mom comes into the kitchen. What are you doing?
But does that also
I'm
work? What if,
bouncing the cranberry. Do you mind?
what if someone threw the can of cranberries on?
Is it ripe?
It can. It's not. No.
It doesn't work that
That's
way.
awful.
Thanksgiving has not always been. Is there something wrong with my mic bean?
I don't know.
Thanksgiving.
Like in and out.
I am going.
Yeah,
in and
you
out.
are.
I'm a ghost. Thanksgiving has not always been the fourth Thursday of November. Well, that's dumb.
It's not. It hasn't always been. No, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that too. It's not always the.
I'm realizing I don't know anything about Thanksgiving. As you're going on, I'm like,
Yo, me neither. It's okay.
Well, you came during a good show then.
Is that a
Educate
bad?
yourself.
Is that a bad or a good thing? Like, is that
That's a
okay?
terrible
That's
thing.
okay.
It's
No?
American tradition. Kevaughn, you've been in America for how long?
oh no, oh I thought you were saying it's American tradition to be ignorant of Thanksgiving.
that is, I think, come to be another tradition of America.
That's
yes.
good. That was a good one. Thanksgiving brought about the creation of TV dinners.
How so?
Wait, why?
They would have frozen turkeys that were
because
left over.
leftovers?
Mm-hmm. So you got
Oh,
TV dinners.
nice. I like that. Is
Is
TV dinner still a thing though?
Absolutely.
do you eat do you eat dinner in front of the TV, Bino? Then yeah, it's the whole thing. Which I know you do because we did it like the other day. At
Yeah,
home.
I know, but I thought you meant just like the frozen.
Okay,
like,
we'll probably do it tonight. Watching
you
Dancing with the
always
Stars.
cut me
Word.
off.
No, I know what you're talking about, Vina.
Yeah, you know what? You're not so supportive today. You guys just leave me in the dust.
Because it's okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Go
Make
ahead,
your
Kevaughn. Make your case.
point.
No, it's I know what you're talking about. That's all I was gonna say. I know what you're talking about.
Great support.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm not there.
Think you have it rough? Imagine feeding 140 people for 3 days.
Wait, say that one more time. Word. Keep cutting out.
I know. I keep getting it. I'm gonna have to use somebody else's mic.
Think you
Here,
have
this
it
is
rough?
this
Imagine
one.
feeding 140 people for 3 days.
There you go.
Yeah, Hazel, you can read the rest.
Got you.
How? Yeah. What?
The
That's
first
hard.
Thanksgiving was compromised of surviving. 50
Comprised.
Oh,
The first Thanksgiving was
maybe
compromised.
Hazel can.
No.
Like maybe.
wait, I got this.
Okay, you got
The
it.
first Thanksgiving was comprised of the surviving 50 pilgrims and 90 Wampanoag Indians. This was definitely an endeavor because there were 5 surviving women. Just imagine the amount of food that would involve cooking and trying to keep that many men well fed for 3 straight days.
Gas.
Damn.
Why men? Huh? What
I
about
don't know.
Because we're in the kitchen.
so we don't get to eat?
Wait.
I
What?
don't
There's
know.
kitchens back then.
But wait, so 3 women,
Well, whatever they call
5
it.
women, 130 men. That sounds insane.
Damn.
Okay, but if you think about it, our families probably feed 140 people, but not in 3 days, like over a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your family's like 6 people,
Okay, great. Math major.
you know what I mean? Like they do
Um,
it, but I guess the thing is in 3 days. That's
Turkeys
like wow.
in space. I didn't even know about this one. Turkeys as food have become such an important staple and comfort food of Americans that turkey has even been served in space.
Well,
So the
that's
first
cool.
meal in space was a turkey dinner, and Thanksgiving had been celebrated on a number of space shuttles,
That's
including
awesome.
Columbia and MIR.
That
That-
sounds so dry.
Yeah, like
the
what do you do with that
turkey?
gravy? It just floats all over the place?
You could probably eat gravy, right? It's kind of consistent.
It's gotta
The
be packed.
consistency is
I don't know.
close to peanut
Gelatinous?
butter. It's
True.
yeah. It's not like
Close
they
to
have
peanut
they have
butter.
problems with crumb
Liquids?
things that create crumbs. Like they can't do bread because I actually saw this on a special just not too long ago, but the crumbs on the bread, if they flake off,
Oh yeah.
they can get stuck in
Yeah.
Like the important buttons.
yeah,
and
in
things.
Not the
buttons. No,
buttons.
they can get stuck like underneath buttons because they flake off and they flow right into there. They can get stuck in like ignitions and stuff. So like
Damn.
that's the problem is all that like tiny little bread debris that spreads all over.
That's
so
why
I
you
guess
can't bring a ham
gravy would be
sandwich up
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Bread
Um,
debris.
And last
Bread
one.
to free.
Americans eat the weight of Singapore in turkey every Thanksgiving.
Oh my god.
Who did that calculation?
It's just me. That's just me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, right.
690 million pounds of turkey during Thanksgiving.
That makes me
in
feel like
2007.
It's my cousin.
that makes me feel so like unappreciative as an American. I just feel like that's wrong
Oh
to
my
do, to eat
gosh.
an entire like country's worth of food. That's just
All right, well, let's get to some music, and then we'll come back with some interesting Thanksgiving Day stories.
It's okay. I'm used to her cutting me off. I'm not used to the embarrassment on air, but hey,
It's not embarrassing at all.
He says you.
I wear the pants of the relationship. All
what are okay?
right, here you go. This is Macklemore.
Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath, Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a piece of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way, get up my way. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep off in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, how could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. Oh yes it is. You know that we've been going it. Since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah we went on guard. Things are just things. They don't make you who you are. Can't pack up a U-Haul and take it with you when you're gone. We posted on the porch, my family's glasses to the stars. My grandma smiling down on me like, whoop, that boy got bars. Okay, yes I do. I said amen and hallelujah. Let me testify to another morning. A morning won't let self get in my way. I got my breath, I got my faith, and I remember why I came.
Feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, how could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sun.
It's R&B radio show. These guys are making me laugh too much. My ribs are hurting. My diaphragm.
Oh yeah. No, you know what? Never mind.
This is crazy. I laugh too hard and then like I explode.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, you laugh all the time.
At
Bina.
everything all the
It's
time.
super annoying sometimes.
Bina.
How dare
That's
you?
your
I
name.
knew she was just gonna
How
laugh at that. So yeah.
You got her. See, now she's laughing for no reason. You could
Yeah,
say
one time
anything.
I met someone new like a few weeks ago, and he was like, yeah, I could totally see that you laugh at everything. I'm like, oh, like you can tell. He's like, yeah, like I told you my mom's from Kenya, and you thought that was hilarious. I'm like, and he didn't get it. And I'm
Why
like,
is that
who do you
funny?
run into that they're like, my mom's from Kenya? And I'm like, that's awesome, you know?
I don't know. Someone who has family in Kenya.
Yeah, that's true. But I just thought it was great, and I laughed. And I'm like, but what was odder? Otter? I don't think that's a word. What was more odd?
No, otters are
Otters
people,
are real,
or-
yeah.
No, not people.
Otters are
No,
real people.
no, the word not
They
the
celebrate
animal.
Thanksgiving.
No, I mean what was more strange is that I looked at him like, oh yeah, like how could you tell that I laugh at everything? Like, but I'm pretty sure it's obvious. So
It's a given.
yeah.
Anyway, we're back. R&B radio show again with Hazel and Kevaughn joining us.
And Rena and Bina. Guess who's who?
Who?
I'll put your mind at ease. I'm Bina.
I'm Cheryl.
I don't know why I laughed. At that.
That was like the weakest laugh.
So we had something with like they call it funniest, weirdest, and most memorable Thanksgiving stories. And we were talking about like our own traditions, what we do every Thanksgiving. And this list is some weird and some I don't find that odd. And
Really?
I wish we did incorporate some of these traditions on here, I must say.
I mean,
So-
it's not too late. Thanksgiving's coming up, so
Yeah.
It's
Don't
true.
let
I got to
your
get the rest of the
dreams be
family on
dreams.
board.
We have 2 days to think about it.
So they had one where a creative solution to leftovers, which everybody tries to figure out what they want to do with that. A Thanksgiving not complete without their annual food fight. So that's what they do with their leftovers. So this
so are
guy,
they like inside?
this kid and his cousins, I believe so. This kid and his cousins, it's too cold to be outside.
Word.
Usually, I mean,
Yeah, but
depends.
come on,
Maybe
that
they could be
mess.
in California, so I would have.
Grandma's like, come on, Timmy, take the food outside and let's throw it at each other.
Okay,
You
grandmama.
want to take this outside?
So like him and his cousins, they all end up with sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes stuffed in their ears and hair. They use everything,
Ew.
everything.
That sounds fun though.
In their
It does.
ears. Grandma's like, I'll cash you outside.
You know, enough with that. It's just
Grandma.
This is entertaining yourself.
yeah. This is how she stays sane.
I love it.
They have this one dude. They call him the meatball thief. So
Yes,
the
yes.
grandma specialized like in making bite-sized Swedish meatballs, and it's her
She
favorite part.
specializes in it.
Yeah, that's all she does her
How
whole
did-
entire
I
life.
don't understand what that is.
She her major was meatball specializer. Went to the Swedish university, and that's what she did.
Sweden?
No, in Norway.
Oh.
So they had something where he would like I think the grandpa would like get the first taste of the meatballs, and he thought they were so delicious, so he'd wake up in the middle of the night and eat all of them. and
That's
she would
awesome.
come like Thanksgiving morning and be so mad at him, and she'd be like, where did it all go?
Yeah, I'd be mad too.
Yeah, but those meatballs must be so good.
Yeah, but
also,
come
if he eats the
on.
night before, is he still hungry the next day for Thanksgiving?
Like, why
dinner?
can't you just eat
Probably.
it on the day of Thanksgiving? Can't
He
wait.
can't wait. It was that
Oh,
good.
So
I have a
strange.
question for you guys. I heard I used to always starve myself all day and then eat during Thanksgiving, and I would be frustrated because I would eat like a bowl, like one plate, and I'd be full. And they're like, no, don't do that. Eat a little bit
Mm-hmm.
Throughout
Yeah.
the day.
Yes,
Right, and
they
then-
say you shouldn't fast
because
the whole day right
it
before
doesn't help.
Thanksgiving. It
Yeah.
doesn't. If you
Yeah.
eat a little bit at a time during the day, it actually expands your stomach. Because if you don't eat
Shit's
anything,
crazy.
it shrinks and you have less room to put food in, so you're actually full.
Yep.
Science.
So you gotta eat like
Yeah.
some little snack, maybe a couple
Yeah.
crackers or something.
Yeah.
Eat a granola bar.
All right.
Come on,
What if-
Kevaughn, you gotta eat
What
all
if
that
you
Thanksgiving
eat like
dinner.
a huge breakfast, but then you don't eat, and then by the time dinner you're really, really hungry? Does that count too, or it's probably more effective if you just nibble throughout the day?
I think it's more effective if you nibble.
But you're not
Didn't know.
sure.
We're
Just
not.
stumped you on biology, and it's your major.
We need.
I
People,
don't.
we gotta help the people too. They need to know what they need to do this Thanksgiving.
No,
to
it's
get
a
the
very
most-
good point.
Exactly.
It's a very good
Well,
point.
we'll look at that over break and let
all
you
of the
know
NJT, everyone
some
in the
studies.
campus center had now comes to R&B radio show to find out how to prepare.
There's an
for this
angry mom at the
Thanksgiving.
door at 6:30. You never
Yeah.
told us.
Burning torches.
Ruined Thanksgiving.
Where'd you get those burning torches?
Another story they had, I think it's the same dude. He's, I don't know, this other grandpa where they make home fries and he will eat a pound of them while they're being made.
What is that even while they're
Is
being
this-
made?
I don't
So
know
they're
how
not
much he
cooked
makes.
potatoes?
But then the grandpa is this insane where he pretends it's not him who's eating them. Like he pretends he wasn't the one who ate the food, and they're like, "Grandpapa, we know." I don't know. A lot of these grandparents basically their stories they're just eating all their food.
yeah,
gotta
that is
chill.
strange.
Another they have one. Oh my God, that's terrible. Their dad used to be a chef. Accidentally added about 3 times as much salt as he was supposed to in the pumpkin pie. So they haven't had pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving
Oh
ever
man.
since. That's super salty.
Is that a
stinks.
valid point to have, like you try something, it was so bad you never have it again?
Yes.
Really?
I would try it at least once.
Yeah,
before
like, what
after,
if you
like,
can-
over time?
Yeah,
over time.
revisit it. Maybe it does something for you.
I had coffee for the first time in middle school, and it was I didn't make it right.
That's
it
years
was
ago.
it was free. It was free coffee day
Oh,
or
of
whatever
course,
for
duh.
Dunkin',
Oh.
Dunkin'
Yeah.
Donuts, whatever they have.
Oh.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, never had coffee. And then it was just like raw, like I don't know what it was. It was like just raw coffee or whatever.
Like black coffee.
It was just like the black stuff in it and like water. I don't know what it is.
so like
So just the
no
coffee
cream,
grinds?
no
Yeah.
sugar or
Yeah.
like cream or anything.
So you
that's
haven't
what
had?
I'm saying.
Have you not had coffee?
Because
since?
you didn't add anything to it.
Well,
You've had coffee.
yeah, I've had coffee since, and it is better. Hey, you know what? This goes to your point, not to my point. I don't know. Okay, never mind. You should try stuff that you. That's
Slow. I love how we all were just listening to you slowly figure that out.
Yeah, that reasoning was just very nice.
That
it was
was
a nice
beautiful.
circle. It
That
really
was beautiful. Oh my God.
We watched his
Yeah.
brain just process
Yeah.
the story right
We
now.
were already, all 3 of us were already there, and we're like,
Yeah.
Kevaughn will get there. It's okay. We'll just give us some time.
That's
I learned
funny.
stuff.
No,
today.
that's actually olives. I tried them once. Never. We'll never eat them ever again. Same with
Mhm.
Bina. Same with our brother. None of us. We all hate olives.
Okay, but
Oh,
that's different.
Wait,
like
no, I've
tastes
had
like
one
crap.
too. Meatballs. I had a bad meatball and made me throw up. And I've never eaten meatballs since.
But you don't think you should maybe
Wow.
try
I think throwing
it?
up also is
No.
a scarring.
Why?
It's
Like,
scarring.
maybe
Yeah.
it's a
if
different.
you puke it back out, it's over.
Okay, but
It's
the thing
over.
about
It's over,
olives
yeah.
is like every time I try an olive, I still think it's
They
gross.
still
That's-
taste the same.
But that's different.
Wow, but your taste buds could change over time.
Yeah, but
You know what?
that's different.
That's so
Yeah.
true. When
Rena,
I
that's-
was perfect story right here. When
Oh my
I
God,
was
this is a fake story.
no, it's so
Fake
true.
news.
We were in kindergarten. I remember. Obviously, Beat and I were in the same class. They had that kitchen in the back,
Mhm.
and we have like the play set or whatever. And then we had snack time.
Oh wait, she's coming in. Oh shit.
You could, yeah. It's Julia. Julia has arrived. I don't know if we have a lot of room though.
well, she can stand.
She can squeeze in. When we go to break, we'll rearrange. But yeah, they had. I had tomatoes for snack, and I used to love tomatoes. And then I had them when I was older. They taste terrible. I won't eat tomatoes. I'll have V8 though.
How about
Yeah, you
ketchup?
make no sense.
I'll have ketchup.
Yeah.
I just can't eat tomatoes by itself. It's disgusting.
What about like tomatoes on a burger?
I mean,
Yeah,
if I
do you-
must.
If you must, no one's forcing you to have tomatoes on a burger.
No, but I'm not gonna take it off. Like I won't be a pain like that. I'll just eat it.
Okay.
Hey Julia.
Hello.
I'll let you use my mic for now.
Yeah, no. Well, when we go to break, we'll rearrange. Dope hat. Julia.
That
Yeah.
no one.
So
can
we're just
see.
going over some Thanksgiving Day traditions or stories that people have that's kind of weird. You can go to whatever,
Whispers
like.
in the back.
They had one where it said, one year my parents and family friends decided to try this hot new Thomas Keller turkey recipe, which included basting the turkey in mayonnaise for moistness.
Oh, that's-
Turns out people should leave that recipe out the door because it came out black with mayonnaise layer charred and tasted pretty good though. Once we scrape the burnt layer off.
That
That
why would
sounds
you douse
terrible.
anything in mayonnaise besides like egg salad and tuna?
I don't know. This other person had a classic drunk grandpa story where there's like a fresh new tablecloth their mom had, and she's like yelling at all the kids, and she's like, "Don't spill anything on it." Grandpa, boom, spills all his red wine all over the tablecloth. They do.
Wait, you said the grandma said not to do it?
No,
The mom.
No. Oh, mom.
The
said?
mom said, "Don't spill anything on the tablecloth," and the grandpa ruined it.
I don't know. I thought if it was a grandma, probably was like he was probably just tired of her shit. It's like, you know.
Grandma. But they find their grandpa funny, so I guess they're like, "Okay, grandpa."
Nah, Grandpa was just done with it after all these years. He's like, I didn't raise you to be like this. and
Yeah,
just
he
dumped the full
deliberately
glass.
did it.
Do it while looking her in the eye. And say,
Yeah, there was some
So
tension
mean.
there.
Oh darn! I must say, I love family tension during Thanksgiving.
No, you don't.
I love it.
That is awful.
I
That you
love
say
it.
But
that.
if
No,
you're
you
in
don't.
The family tension.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
hate it.
like,
No, I
yeah,
hate
that's
it.
exactly what that
but
means.
watching it and
Yeah,
I
guess
love.
there is
Yeah,
tension.
no,
I guess
love
watching somebody
it.
else's family's
I'll be like,
tension
"Oh
is
my
funny.
god, this just went down." And you're like, "Oh, Nancy said what?"
See, because
Something flipping out.
to support that statement, one time when we put the turkey in the oven, and you're supposed to put it in that giant turkey oven bag, and we didn't give it a hole to breathe, so the air could circulate, and then it exploded in the oven.
Yeah.
That was a lot of family drama, and nobody was happy.
Yeah, that
so
was
I don't
pretty
think
bad.
you like family tension in that case.
Well, I had a good family tension. The
A good family tension.
One good family
a
tension.
good story. The one Thanksgiving, one of my aunts, she hosted a week before her son came out as vegan. So she had to prepare, she prepared the traditional Thanksgiving feast,
Yeah,
but then with
yeah.
Tons of vegan sides.
Oh
Just
my
so, her
gosh.
could
This
eat.
was
That's
this
so
last
nice
minute.
of
or-
her.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
But everybody
Wow.
else.
Yeah, everyone else totally fine eating turkey, but her one son is just like, nope, I'm a vegan now. She's like, can't you wait till after the
Yeah,
holidays?
honestly, how selfish of
What?
him.
Exactly.
Wait, so who is the tension between?
Just either him and the meat or just the whole family for having to just see that.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's great.
People trying to join.
Or giving us side notes that it's stuffed in here.
You're on the
You
air.
got
You might
it.
as well just
No,
talk.
just talk. Just talk, Dan. This is Dan who's trying to get stuff going.
I'm just trying to get to hear you guys. out
Say
there.
hi
I
to
know.
Dan. Hello, Dan.
We
What
were
do you
trying to
want,
play
Dan?
with the meter.
The knob all the way on the right by the blinky lights.
It is quite low.
Oh no, all the way on the right. All the way there. Turn it. Just crank it. all
Yeah,
the way up.
crank it, Bina. Oh,
There
yeah,
we
that's
Dang
much
it.
better.
That is
That looks better already.
okay.
the
Thank
jams.
you. I'm actually
That's
surprised I could reach that knob. I was struggling.
Bina, your
over
arms are
there.
short, though. Your arms are mad short. Okay, they had one for Thanksgiving in 7th grade. My family had bread rolls shaped like little pumpkins. They were really tough to cut, so while trying to slice through the bread roll, I accidentally stabbed myself with a butter knife, and it bled for literally hours.
Oh my
It totally ruined my
gosh.
Thanksgiving, and I still have a scar on my left middle finger from the whole
Oh my
incident.
gosh, that's really sad.
This poor kid.
Hold on, it didn't ruin your Thanksgiving. You just were bleeding while you were
Yeah, that's
You
it.
still
That would
had
ruin.
food, you still had
Yeah.
family.
Wait, but you, how do you cut yourself that deeply with a butter knife?
I don't
How
know.
much pressure are you using on this bread roll?
The bread roll must have been really tough.
Let's just
So he
keep
just-
listing more pros. You're very strong.
Yeah.
Determination, I think, is a
No, let's
factor.
play devil's advocate. I'm with Hazel.
No, you had a first aid kit. Thank goodness for
Yeah.
Band-Aids, right? And gauze. Let's get it
You
going,
made
yeah.
it interesting.
What's the disease where your blood's real thin? You don't have that because you didn't bleed out and die.
You don't have a hemophiliac?
Yeah, there's
A
not-
hemophilia? No, they don't have hemophilia. I hope not. That literally would
So,
be
I'm so sorry.
Wait,
You're-
maybe he does, and that's why he wouldn't stop the bleeding. Okay, you don't know that.
because their blood doesn't form clots. That's true. But then you'd
Yeah.
have to be rushed to the hospital because
Okay,
you could
but they
literally
didn't
die.
know. They were just sitting there like, oh, maybe it'll stop after 3 hours instead of 2. Like maybe that was why that whole thing happened, to try to reveal that, and no one paid attention to it.
That's a terrible thing.
Yeah, no,
Bina.
you ever think that things happen for a reason, obviously, but to reveal something that needed to be revealed, even though you didn't prefer it to happen that way?
Give me an example.
I have to think about
Okay,
it.
well then you get back to us with that.
Okay. So this goes back to the same kid who's told me that his mom was from Kenya. So apparently
Okay.
his
Wait. Did you laugh at this story too?
Yeah,
probably-
like I giggled, but it was kind of like, well, that's crazy. Okay, so his dad's is from Tanzania, and I was like, oh, how'd they meet? Like that's kind of strange. And he was being like his brother or cousin or somebody taught him how to ride a motorcycle, but he like got on it and then like drove into a wall and shattered his kneecap. So he had to go to Kenya where the doctors were much better than they were in Tanzania, and then that's how he met through a mutual friend. His friend's sister was his wife, who his wife is right now. So it was unfortunate that his knee got really hurt, but he fell in love with his wife. So that's an example.
Okay.
Why are you always back there trying to clear out the details?
That's
see
exactly.
what I'm saying
That's a
there?
perfect description of when Kevaughn's on the
Yeah.
show. He always like, okay, wait. So then,
Two
and then I'll
plus
clarify.
two.
This was
4, got it,
afternoon
okay.
or early morning.
That's good stuff.
But does that support?
There's
right?
someone else out there who's pondering those tiny
Yeah,
details.
I'm just representing the people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but the point, guys, the point is, it's something that he didn't want to happen, but it led to what needed to happen. You know?
I don't know. I really wouldn't want to shatter my. What do you shatter?
No. Yeah, that's a good. Shatter your kneecap and meet your wife.
Yeah, but I would bring that up in future arguments. Like if I was with my husband, I'd be like, I just shattered my knee so we can get a marriage and have children and do something. And be like, I had no involvement in
No
that. I'd be
kidding.
like, I
that
still
sounds,
shattered
that
it.
sounds like an eHarmony like slogan though. Like shatter your kneecap, meet your wife. Cha-ching, like
What?
Where's the Disney movie on that one?
They have one story where they said you'd find me in the other room eating alone. That's terrible. They have obviously, Thanksgiving. That's just the title of it. They have.
keep going.
I'm
There's some
I'm
explaining to
continuing.
this one.
Thanksgiving weekend means the end of football season. So obviously, AKA best rival football games and the best snacks, and everyone piles into the family room to watch University of Michigan versus Ohio State game. And this is when, a few years back when they were versing each other. But the one kid that wanted, his team to win or whatever, ate by himself because his team didn't win. So he was kind of sad.
Self-isolation.
That
a
really
sad
is. He could
story.
be-
Some of these are really
He
sad.
wrote it like his family kicked him out. He just chose the wrong team.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. All right, we only got a couple more. They had. Oh my God. Once my aunt. This person's story is once my aunt cooked the turkey with the plastic still inside and almost poisoned the whole family. After being the passive aggressive family we are, we eventually laughed about it.
That's not funny.
I feel like that's
Oh
what
my
like
God.
years later.
Yeah.
Like you
Oh
have
my
like a
God.
family thing. You're like, oh, I brought brownies inspired by like Aunt Shelley, and there's just like a water bottle baked into it.
Oh my
like,
God.
This is a family recipe.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
Dude, our dad found out after a couple years that like when he installed the dishwasher, the person on his team that on his contracting team that installed it switched the cold and hot water. So instead of hot water going through the dishwasher, it was actually cold water. And he literally wouldn't like stop thinking about it for weeks after that. He felt so bad. And this girl's putting plastic inside of like actual cooked meals on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, we want to also thank Hazel for she just left. She had to go to class, but thank her for being on
Thanks,
the show.
Hazel.
And a bunch of her pals and our pals are going to be listening to on it because, again, we're recording our session. So we'll send the link to you guys when we're done.
When's Isaac coming on this show?
I don't know.
Don't know.
It's a good question. You'd have to ask Isaac.
Isaac, if you're out there.
Yeah.
I doubt he's listening right now, but he's a busy
I guess,
guy.
right? Like one of the chiefs on the improv
The Chiefs,
team.
him and Kevaughn
One
are
of
the
the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
They lead our tribe into
Into all our cult meetings, into our
Yes.
sacrifices. You can't be late
With
to
the
those.
sheep.
Got guidelines. Yeah, they have one where they said a few years ago, my family and I drove 8 hours from New York to University of Virginia to have Thanksgiving dinner in my brother's apartment.
That's awesome.
Rather than cooking there or buying some ingredients in Virginia, my mom cooked absolutely everything in the few days before. Stuck a fully cooked turkey, Tupperware full of appetizers, side dishes, pies, desserts in the trunk of the car.
Yep.
Honestly,
It was
that's the way to
literally
do it.
Thanksgiving on wheels.
Well,
Yep.
you know what that means? That she didn't trust her son, so she needed everything to be prepared and perfect, and then bring it to his apartment.
My
But
we
wow.
do that we go to my aunt's house and my mom does that that every Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
packs
She
it?
packs everything?
Wow.
So she must be like a master packer then, like on vacations and stuff.
No.
Oh, you'd think after years of
You
practice.
have the socks
right.
right next to the cranberry sauce and
Yeah.
everything's
Yeah,
all set to
exactly,
go.
exactly.
Like, oh my god, the 5th year I forgot to put in like plastic forks or something.
All right, this is
Yeah.
our last one on the list. 1 year, this person's aunt bought a pre-cooked turkey from the store, brought it home, put it in a pan in the oven, and pretended she made it. Everyone believed her until several Thanksgivings later when she confessed after one too many glasses of wine.
Ooh.
But she
you
really
almost
But
pulled
she
it
was
off.
holding it in all that time. too.
Yeah.
That's good. Everyone probably thought she just.
Doesn't that
She
kill
just-
you on the inside though? Like,
Only after a few glasses of wine,
I
apparently.
guess.
Yeah.
So.
I
I
guess
guess
so.
she's
I guess
just,
so.
you know.
All right, we're gonna head into some music. As Foster the People, sit next to me. We'll be back. You're listening to R&B Radio Show with Julie and Kevaughn, and we'll be doing more Thanksgiving awesomeness when we come back. Stay tuned.
It's over. I'm circling these vouchers, got me praying and this hunger. I'm feeling something rotten. Last time I saw you, say what's up and push right through. Then I tried to catch you, but we're always on the move. Now it's sober. Symptoms of the culture and the night ain't getting younger. That's cause around the corner. Feeling kinda tilted and I'm pouring out the truth. Just fading out these talkers, cause now all I want is you. And saying, come over here, sit next to me. We can see where things go naturally. Just say the word and I'll part the sea. Just come over here and sit next to me. Take you got your man outlined in chalk. It's a midnight intervention. Got no plans to make it stop. Last time I saw you, said you wanna keep it light. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not trying to change your mind. It's alright. Ooh, it's alright. Ooh. Yeah, come over here and sit next to me. We can see where things go naturally. Just say the word and I'll part the sea. Just come over here and sit next to me. Take you It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. So come over here and sit next to me. We can see where things go naturally. Just say the word and I'll part the sea. Just come over here and sit next to me. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
time to be a man and leave. I'll leave your safe grounds to find some distance higher. My lights like my high. Well, I'll become a higher me. Oh, I don't know where I am, but it feels like home. And I pull myself away when it don't feel like home. Well, now I love myself again, and it feels like home. Oh, I don't know where I am, but it feels like home. Oh, I don't know where I am, but it feels like home. And I pull myself away when it don't feel like home. Well, now I love myself again, and it feels like home. Oh, I don't know where I am, but it feels like home.
Another night you try to find some kind of peace. No matter where you go, you feel the weight. I'm your friend, so in the end, just count on me. If you need to get away, come say hello. My arms are open wide, come say hello. You're always welcome anytime, come say hello. So take your question marks and second thoughts and kiss them all goodbye. Come say hello. Come say hello. Another day, miles away from sunny skies. You're looking back, but nothing's changed. On the phone, you sound alone, it's in your voice. Let's make a plan for your escape. Come say hello. My arms are open wide, come say hello. You're always welcome anytime, come say hello. So take your question marks and second thoughts and kiss them all goodbye. Come say hello. Come say hello. Come say hello. My arms are open wide. Come say hello. You're always welcome anytime. Come say hello. So take your question marks and second thoughts. Kiss them all goodbye. Come say hello.
It's R&B radio show with some cool indie pop rock music, and we're here, Rena Ezra, Bina Ezra, Kevaughn, and Julia.
That was great.
Just that's quick, say those names and get them out there. So anyway, we were covering our Thanksgiving stuff, and then we got into conversation, of course, about Christmas, and we got into a little of a debate, I must say. Julie and I feel like if you play Christmas music on, because one store did start playing it on
Thanksgiving, it's a sin.
on Halloween.
But Kevaughn and
we
I,
think you
again,
should-
supporting each other against everybody else.
We think you shouldn't play music that early because you might get
Wait, I think Mike
sick and
thinks
tired of it. Yeah, just
Oh,
Julia,
bring it
speak closer to the
closer.
mic. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that-
speak
Nice.
speak
Oh,
closer to the
thanks.
mic.
Oh,
You're
okay,
good. You're
thank
good. We
That's
always
good.
have to tell people before they come in, and it's like, how do we tell them if we're already on air?
You
Speak closer to the
point
mic
very
over there.
aggressively. Thank you.
No, just so you, just so you're heard,
Gotcha.
Yep.
because we all care about what comes out of
About
your
your
mouth.
voice being heard.
And I
About your
care
words.
about not playing Christmas music until Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's
it's
No,
okay.
but yeah.
It's
by the
okay.
time Christmas comes, don't you get sick and tired of the music? Like
Nope.
you can't.
No.
You're
And
just
Bina's
more
saying-
like, yeah.
No.
You own it. Bina's saying like Thanksgiving is what'd you say is your break?
I think Thanksgiving is the break in between like your gear up for Christmas that starts very, very early. Because once Christmas
Yeah.
is gone, it's like, oh man, like it's all gone.
Mhm.
Have to
No-
wait a whole
nothing to do.
year. Like
Yeah,
it
then-
should gear it up. It's one of the biggest.
well,
and
what do you
best.
mean? You have New Year's though. That's another holiday.
Yeah, but it's not Christmas.
I feel like after
Yeah.
New Year's though, then you have the rest of January is just cold. February is like, if you're alone.
What is February?
Valentine's
February's like-
Day-
February is my
yeah,
birthday.
but that's it.
Oh,
Okay.
now it's
Yeah.
special.
We have two things now.
Wait,
Now
when's
we-
your, when is it?
Groundhog's Day
Yeah,
too.
It's the 7th. February is
7th, okay.
February's are
February
cool for
7th.
me because it's like, what was it? February, you got my birthday, Valentine's Day, then my mom's birthday is on 21st, and then
Oh man, so you're like a whole.
Julia's like,
Shout
oh, what a. I
So
don't know.
no, that's a lot going on in February than the rest of us. It's just kind of
And
like
a short month,
what
too.
is
Yeah.
February is
It's
just like
heavy
that
hitting.
cold,
True.
snowy month, and then like, oh hey, I guess we need to celebrate Valentine's Day in the middle of all of it. and then
Kevaugh's
it goes-
birthday.
yeah.
You gotta remember to do
No,
that.
but I mean he has a couple birthdays in there too.
now we
That's
gotta hit a
cool.
party fair. Get some of those balloons.
I like it.
Yeah, see,
We should
friend
find
that-
balloons. Do you specialize like you buy a website? You could buy balloons like so they have the person's face on them.
yeah, I'm sure there are.
Probably.
Wouldn't that
places
be
you
you
can do
dope?
that with M&Ms. You got to be able to do it with balloons.
I would totally surprise birthday party for
Whoa,
Kevaughn
wait.
with balloons.
You can do your
with
face
Kevaugh's
on an
face
M&M.
yeah, you can do like
What?
names, words, and
Oh,
like,
edible
like
M&M?
like the candy. What?
Wait.
I don't
no,
know.
the wrapper.
I thought
Yeah,
you meant
your
an
face- your
M&M.
face
I thought
on
you-
M&M the rapper.
I thought you meant M&M balloon. That's
Oh, no,
why.
I'm
Yeah,
referring
that's-
to the chocolate candy.
No. At first, I thought you said you can make a balloon
Mhm.
into like an M&M, like an M&M
I mean, that's
logo
probably
on
possible
it. Right.
too.
But then I thought about, it, I'm like,
Wait.
wait, do you mean that you can put people's faces on M&Ms? The
How do you do
candy?
this? Where do I go?
There was a website for my brother's communion. My mom
That's
had
awesome.
special Jesus flavored M&Ms.
Wow.
So everyone ate Jesus.
Jesus
Yeah.
flavored? What
It
is?
took- it
what's
took
the
communion-
flavor?
no,
of
just his face. It took
Oh,
like
okay.
the body
What
of
does
blood of
Jesus
Christ to a new
taste like?
level.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, we've
It's
been
like a
eating
stale
yeah.
wafer, but
Yeah.
What?
You've eaten.
That's really cool. I want Jesus on my
What?
M&M. Just to be like, hey, Jesus on that.
That'd be awesome. Or like those things where they have that balloon that gets like goes all crazy in front of those like car sales.
yeah.
What are they called? I don't even know
I
what
don't
they're
even
called.
know.
But they're all wacky.
inspirational.
And they blow up and everything.
That's
I would love to like stick one of my friends' faces on that.
Yeah.
And then so he looks like he's like, oh my god.
I had a friend dress up as him for Halloween once and just ran around campus just flailing his noodle arms, and it was
That-
the best thing in the world.
That would definitely
That's
bring
kinda
charm
cool.
to my day. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
No, but I have a friend whose
You
birthday.
have a friend?
One only.
Give it up for Rena again.
Good job, Beanie. You have a friend.
So her birthday is on December 1st.
Oh, it's
Her
not my
name's
birthday.
Rachel, actually. I think she's listening right now. So she
What's
is
up?
listening.
Shout out Rachel.
Hey,
So Rachel.
Yeah, her birthday's on December 1st. So she's all like, no, you know what? You shouldn't play Christmas like directly after because my birthday is December 1st. And like, you're just going to plow right through it. And I feel like that's how her birthday has been in the past. That people
Yeah.
just forget it and they're all on board for Christmas and they just plow through. And she's
Well,
like, no,
mom's
hey.
birthday, which we should remember to do when we come back after Thanksgiving
Yeah, we'll
next
remember on
Monday.
Monday.
November 27th. She hates when her birthday is fused with Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
which is a fair point.
But, like,
You
I don't
want
mind-
it collided
my
with a
my brother's
holiday.
birthday is Friday this year, so
Oh, well, there you
he's-
go.
He has the Thanksgiving birthday. What is it? Every 7 years that works out.
Mhm.
Right.
So we'll see, and I don't know when the leap year is. It'll happen.
So
soon.
he probably gets the sickest presents though because like Black Friday.
Yeah,
Ooh,
if everyone's
interesting
shopping on his birthday, we're like, yeah, happy birthday, you turned 20. You stay here, we'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll be amazed.
Yeah,
nice
good
surprise.
deals out there.
Nice surprise.
Yeah, I mean our birthdays falls on Mother's Day.
Oh, it does. It
a
does.
few
yeah.
times, and it's other than that, it's very close to Mother's
But I
Day,
like
so
our
sometimes-
mom, so
And
we
isn't
don't have a
that the
problem.
But yeah, but then she's always she'll always be like, no, like forget about it. It's your birthday, and we're like, what are you doing?
I always
you
feel
don't
like
do
it's
that.
a trap, though.
That's a trap.
Because I'm
not
like,
a trap.
I'm like, as soon
Yeah.
as
No,
I
it's
become
not a
self-absorbed,
trap.
yes, it is.
No,
Vina.
because
Yes,
she's
it
not the
is.
person-
Breakfast in bed for
she-
mom.
Yes,
No,
it
she's
is,
not the
right?
person to like attention, so she will literally be like, no, it's fine. Like she'll
then-
be happy if
But
like
then a couple years later, she'll be like, "Oh, you didn't really
Remember when
like
you
that."
didn't do anything?
Yeah, my Mother's Day and your
that's
card.
not
and
true at
I'd be
all.
like, "Oh my god!" But it was my birthday.
Do your
I feel
moms also
terrible.
ask for like their birthday or like Mother's Day or whatever for like the most mundane presents? I feel like
My mom
my-
wanted a new mixer one year. for
yeah,
the
that's what they
kitchen.
do.
Mixer.
She's
Oh,
like,
Big
I
whoop.
want.
Yeah.
she's like, I want 2 presents. I'm like, you want presents? Like, tell me. Like, I keep asking you, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't want anything. Like, we ask her, and she's like, I want my children to listen. It's like, okay, mom, but what
Wow.
really do you want? Like, come on,
It's funny
can't put
'cause
that in a
you're
present.
You're like, yeah, I'm not gonna listen. To this.
Nope.
But
All right,
but
next,
then what
what's your
she
next
said,
gift?
but then what she said was that like I want like new couches for the living room, and she was mainly looking at our dad. But it's like, what kind of present is that?
No,
you know?
my favorite's when she's like, "For my birthday, I want us to like clean out my closet."
Yeah, and we're like,
that's your gift?
That's your gift. Mom?
Cleaning
Like,
out your
can you
closet.
pick
Don't we
a
do that
better
every
one?
year already? I just feel bad because it's like.
Yeah, you
I
ever
don't
see
know
that
what else to
post?
do.
You probably have seen that post online. It's just like, you know, you feel really crappy when your mom deserves an island for her birthday and all you can afford is like a candle.
Oh no, but see, all right, so you can't give your mom an. You got it unless you're like unless you fucking made it or something. Like if you
Made the island.
let's say not the island, but if you
If
if
you
you,
made
like,
it in life,
yeah,
if you're super rich,
if something happens like that, then I
Okay.
guess
you
because
could purchase an island.
I
Right.
so one time I got this cool for like a little bit. I had a credential job and I had like I saved a bunch of money during and then my mom's birthday is coming around, so I got when an Apple Watch just came out, I bought her an Apple Watch.
That's
wow,
so
that's dope.
cute.
But since then, all of my gifts have gotten so much because I don't have money anymore.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
it, mom.
So
It's gonna be
bad.
the
My
year.
love
Yeah.
for you is circumstantial.
Yeah, I can.
But you set the bar
yeah.
high, so it's like
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
top it after that.
Exactly.
I feel like if we keep it low,
Yeah.
every year we'll be surprised. Be like, oh my god, we,
Yeah.
you know,
Just ramp it
little
up.
by little, a bit.
But I bet she wasn't expect. That is really sweet though.
Yeah.
She wasn't
That's
expecting.
and she'd be like
that.
85 and she'd get the best gift ever. Like, yeah, that's my
Exactly.
saving.
Well, no, I mean, obviously, if you're like, I mean, at this age, like as a college student, like no
You're on
mom
college
is getting
budget.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's weird. It's weird, obviously, because we're twins. If people didn't know that already, but Julie's like, wait. But for hours, you always have to share with somebody too. Like that day, that gift. We usually don't mind it, but no, actually, lie. You mind it, Bina. You totally.
I don't
mind
mind it.
Yeah, you're like,
no,
"For
as long
once,
as
I
long
wanna
as
date
I
myself.
no, as long as I get attention, I can share with you. It's
So
fine.
I don't acknowledge. I did that last year.
Yeah, that's
I
what
didn't
Rena
acknowledge
does.
it was my birthday, and I just kept
like,
telling
Rena,
Bina.
it's your birthday too, and she's like, no, it's not my birthday.
What if you alternated years, like even years?
No, I can't do
like,
that because then I have to wait
one,
2 years for my
on-
birthday.
But then maybe like double presents, and it's like just about you. Like
Nope,
forget the
don't
other
care.
one exists.
Nope.
Like
Nope. I'd rather share a birthday than forget about it and have to wait like 2 years to actually be mine. Like
but
awesome
then it's
birthday.
like
No, I
all
wouldn't.
out. Like you could maybe get a week. How about that? Every
I
2
just,
years. You
I
get a
don't
week.
think
Wow.
it's. I don't think that's
Venus
equal.
doesn't think it's worth it. She
I
doesn't think it's
rather
worth it.
no, I just don't.
For 2 minutes every day for a year.
And then I have to shun Rena like the next year. You know, already.
I'm okay with that. You can.
I'm not
you-
okay. I don't know.
You don't like
Just-
that?
I
Yeah,
don't.
mom won't like if I like told mom, forget my birthday. Like, don't celebrate it. It's just being like forced her. She wouldn't do it.
Yeah, she wouldn't do
Of
it
course
too.
not.
Like
What
other.
kind of, yeah, what
Oh,
kind
your
of-
mom
yeah.
loves you.
One who doesn't
Your
listen.
mom's like, oh, okay, Rena, yeah, you got it. Shun Rena.
It's just you try so hard, and I always tell her like we have when sometimes like Christmas we'll do just stocking gifts this time or something. Like we went to a Broadway show. We saw Les Mis. So like yeah, that's the big gift for the family. It was great. It was our first Broadway show.
Oh, yeah, it was
which she
amazing.
set the bar really high. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
darn it,
amazing.
mom.
You can't
Everyone
go to
after this, forget it.
Yeah.
Never go to a Broadway show.
We'll
again.
have to just go to Phantom of the Opera or something. I don't know.
Right.
Tickets. But anyway, we were so we were just doing like stocking gifts and like nice small stuff. Our mom reserves the entire couch for our gifts, right? She's like, she'll put the stocking there and stuff in it, and then
then
these giant
overflow.
boxes next to it. We're like, that's cheating.
That
That's not a
doesn't count
stocking
as
gift.
just
That's
stockings.
that's a present.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, and she'll cover it with the blanket so we don't see it. We're like, are you kidding me right now? She's like, no, I just and then she'll just try and
She'd be
explain
like, "Oh,
it.
it's okay.
It's
Like,
okay. Just let. But we can't outrank her. Like it's
Yeah.
but
hard.
because she's the mom, it's not supposed to be that way. She's like supposed to have the
I remember we were
top-notch.
talking about last
Too hard.
a show or two ago, actually with you, Kevaughn, that you're just like, you ever notice that like after a certain age, when you like make the cards and stuff like that, and everything is made for your parents.
I was talking to Aziza,
and then you're like, all right, I think I'm too old for this. Like I have to step it up.
yeah, our brother's 12, and we're like, dude, you could still do that. You can still make cards or do whatever.
No,
You're in middle school.
Piggybacks on top of
He does,
you know
for
what?
sure.
I never thought about that because now you have two older siblings who can actually spend money on things.
And get the
when we
gifts.
were kids,
And he just puts his
we
name
just
on
made
it.
That's
we
what
just
I do for my younger brothers.
yeah. That's
True. But I'm saying I was talking to Aziza the other day, like a month ago or something, when it was her mom's birthday, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're getting you this nice bag and this and like some sewing machine or something," and she's
Nice.
like, we were talking about how you couldn't give her like a macaroni necklace that you made
Yeah.
at school anymore, like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not worthy.
Yeah.
We're like, darn it, you can't like stamp your picture on the fridge.
Yeah. It's like because it's cute when they do it because it's like they, you would think like they have nothing, like what are they gonna do, and then they somehow find some random arrangement of things and put it together, and I guess you have to do this. Okay, I want to think what would be the equivalent of what would be a shitty a bad gift. What would be a bad gift like that if you got it from even a little kid, you'd be like, come on, you didn't pay that for it. Like, what would be the equivalent? Of
I don't know. I feel like this is why I don't want to be a mom because I feel like for me, every gift they would give me, I'd be like, what is it? Exactly.
if
I
they
feel like I
drew-
could buy myself a
Maybe
nice
if they
painting.
drew like a picture on like printer paper with like one color marker, maybe
I
be
wouldn't
like,
accept it.
Or no,
You
I'm
could
thinking
maybe-
they have a drawing of me, but like emphasize just like a really bad feature. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
not
but
like my
that's-
one insecurity.
But if they
like-
use, what would get me if they use like a single colored pencil?
Yeah,
like
that's
only
what I'm
one
saying.
color. I'd
I'm
be like,
you could probably
there's
do better
a
than
variety.
that.
Exactly. There's
I
a
bought
variety
you
of
the
colors.
64 pack. Use this.
You give the picture back to the kid and you say, please do it again.
That is awful. Like I'd be
Okay.
like,
This is why I'll
guys,
just
you
be
know,
the.
me even saying that, I would never do that. I'd be like, oh my
No,
god,
exactly.
like thank you.
That's why
I
you're
feel like
the mom
you would
type.
do that, Rena, but
That's why I'm just gonna
Weird.
be that fun aunt. I'll be like, drunk at every.
I'd
gathering.
be really nervous then, like if we celebrate Aunt Rena's birthday, and I'm like, oh my god, like that gift's not good enough. I have to be perfect. I have to try to convince them to improvise.
Yeah.
to enhance.
Like I
it
get
in
if they
some
don't have
way.
artistic abilities, don't do something in the arts. Get me a different. Don't draw for me then if you
Right.
can't do it. I know I can't do it. I'm not gonna draw you a
No,
picture.
sometimes though they come home with. I remember when Axe was a kid, our brother was a kid, like younger, and he'd come home with like, I decorated this rock, and it's like you think about these teachers, like, what do you think a family's gonna do with a pet, like a decorated rock? Like, could you do something they'd actually?
No, they've had
use?
some classic ones. I feel.
And
I
then
feel
you feel
like
bad like throwing it out or something. You know?
I feel like the pictures or the canvas paintings you've done with Axiom has been better. Like you've done the one where it's LOVE and you did
Well,
it when
yeah,
he was a
but he
kid
was
with his
older
feet
and like
That's
yeah,
with a V.
yeah.
And they had one.
Oh,
with
that was impossible. So like we did.
Get
So there was
moving.
like a rectangle canvas, and we split it into four as like a window almost. It looked like a window, and then in the top left it would be L, top right O, top bottom left V and E, and but the V and the what did we do? The O and the V, right, were like made out of like footprints and handprints and stuff.
That's
yeah.
cute.
And then like when I was doing the footprint part, it was so hard. And I was like, don't step on the carpet, like don't step on the tile. And I tried to like pick him up and bring him to the bathtub. But I laughed so hard that I like couldn't get him there, and I put him down on the tile floor, and then he like messed up everything. It was
You're like,
it was a
"No."
horrible
No,
time.
but you had one where you hot glued crayons.
Yeah, and you
on
melt
the top
them.
Oh,
and
yeah, so
melted with
that's
the
what
blow
I'm-
dryer, and they streaked over like a spiral shells, like seashells.
Yeah,
that they
but
have
that
to
stuff
actually
is
got out of the
actually
beach.
like.
And they
But he was older, and that stuff is kind of like a
bunch of
little
those
more
DIY.
original.
What is this, Pinterest? All
yeah,
these Pinterest.
Pinterest. Best friend. Pinterest is great. Everyone should have a Pinterest account.
Oh no, yeah, you need one.
I don't have one. I don't have one.
There you go, Kevaughn again with those like perfect little comments. Oh yeah, totally. I second
I
that.
don't have one. I'm
You're not a Pinterest person.
I'm not
you need
any
patience
person.
and organization. For
I don't
Pinterest.
have a Twitter. I don't have a Facebook.
Yeah, Rena be like, "What is this? I'm not scrolling through this. Do it for me."
I have Snapchat, but I don't use it. I don't quite.
That's because I forced you to get one. So when I send you ones, you can open them.
I don't understand it, or I don't have the time. I don't
Get on LinkedIn.
You sound like you're.
I have a LinkedIn.
Yeah,
that's right. That's what I have.
Yeah, but that was only because for jobs. Like, you needed that.
You sound like you're like, I don't understand this new stuff.
This lingo that the young kids are doing.
I don't have an Instagram. Isn't it
I
just a camera?
I got an Instagram just like a week ago, and I put like one picture for like a profile picture.
It's
but
just pictures.
But
right?
it's just pictures, which is cool.
No, it's more than pictures.
No, yeah,
it's a story.
It's a whole social
journey. So
system.
people put comments with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But I guess
That's
I'm
what
not
makes
like
the social system. Yeah.
But I guess I'm not.
But
like,
isn't that like
into it
Twitter?
yet.
Where you can share.
No, there are little
Image and
differences.
text.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Twitter's
So Instagram's like your portfolio. Of
Instagram's
pictures.
the highlights of your life. Twitter is when you rant about the
See, I
low
think
life
that's the
parts of your
problem.
life.
I have
That's
zero
true,
highlights.
too.
in my
No,
life.
that's
You just
But
complain with the rest of
Twitter's
us.
also a lot of words, like a lot of like short, like little snippets. You
It's
know what
up
I mean?
now, so now it's short, medium snippets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I
People
mean,
do-
like Instagram's very photo driven.
Yeah,
you know,
Instagram's
with
more
like little
photo-driven.
captions, but Twitter's just.
Saying I
Right.
afforded this
True.
nice vacation, or I can eat this good food.
Right.
But
Your
then I
life
kind of
sucks.
feel like it's like close to Snapchat, and I'm already like really invested in Snapchat. You know what I mean? So I
feel
guess
like
it's hard to
Snapchat's,
like.
the messier aspects of your life.
Mhm.
Of like you're like this
Oh,
would only
that-
be up for like
Yo,
3
that's so
seconds.
That's a
true.
good-
I have it down to a T.
Mhm.
Instagram's
That's a
the
very
highlights,
good-
Snapchat's where you're like, I guess people can tune in on this,
Yeah.
and then Twitter is just complaining.
And then
about things.
Facebook.
Facebook is you post things for your family to see because
Yeah.
that's who's taken over Facebook at this point.
Yeah, I
True.
guess that's
the
true.
older generation.
Yeah. Huh.
That's
The
really
older
You
hot
did.
take.
You did get that like figured out. I
Yeah.
feel like you sat down. And you're like, let me think this through in case we ever talk about it.
Any further questions?
That's
I'll
funny.
ask you, Julia.
No.
Because
Yeah.
I
No.
understand this.
These are. Yeah. You gotta. halfway into talking, I'm like, I'm doing another. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Like I feel like that's part of your character, and I love it. It's
And
great.
on that note,
It's perfect. You know what? Actually, when we watched your improv show, when I was driving back in the car with my mom, we
Yeah.
like basically talked about each individual person, like what they brought to the table. And then we got to Kevaughn. I was like, oh yeah, and Kevaughn. She's just like, no, he has like a very strong presence. But what was ironic is that you're not like the loudest one. You're not like in every single scene. You know what I mean? But like when you show up on the
He's the guy that's
stage,
there.
people
Yeah.
know that you're there, and they like remember that because you do something original. So yeah, that's your character. It's
I
very
don't know what that
entertaining.
means.
You don't know what that means?
They remember. They know that you're there. Like.
Like you're not. You
Yeah.
wouldn't say you're like the loudest in your
No,
face.
I'll never
Yeah,
say
you're
that.
not. But when you
Mhm.
go out there and you like are in a scene and you put in your lines and your snippets like here and there,
Mhm.
like it carries weight. Like people like remember you and remember like
Yeah.
what you chose to bring out and stuff like that. So that's what we're
Thanks.
talking about.
Thanks for that. Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Mom.
No. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Actually, literally.
Our
thank
mom.
you. Thank you.
On that note, let's
That's
switch
dope.
to some music. This is Broken, a Patrick Watson cover. Broken. Anyway, yeah, it's R&B. You're listening to R&B.
All right. It hasn't started yet. Oh no, it
Oh,
started.
there we
All
go.
right,
Beaton's a little slow.
I had it okay.
I was gonna sing it, but he's.
Go ahead, belt it out, Kevaughn. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Tell me where we go now. Hope is better than wandering in our heads. We tried everything to save our love. The best was always waiting to come. For 51 reasons not to lose our sleep. And it's not that you're not the one. And it's not that you're not the one. But we all need a little peace. feel a little broken? Do you feel a little broken? Do you feel a little broken? Do you feel a little broken? Tell me why we're going so fast. Never used to run when we were young, and I'm running out of words just to love you like the very first time. Pack your bags with all the lies you've been before, and leave behind what you don't want no more. Sometimes you wanna go back, but it don't work like that. Do you feel a little broken? 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 Memories come, let me go. You learn just to fake it. Sometimes you wanna go back, but it don't work like that. Do you feel a little broken? Do you feel a little broken? Do you feel a little broken? Do you feel a little broken?
Said we're moving at a comfortable pace. You said you're doing it right, yeah, you're doing it right. But I still feel like we're in the same place. Are we doing it right? Are we doing it right? You know, everyone has their own 2 cents. Everyone has a different idea of what they think is right. But are we doing it right? Are we doing it right? You make me melt like ice cream. Wake me up from this daydream. I can't go back to where it is that we came from. I can't go back doing things that satisfy some. Leave my past at the door, 'cause I don't need it anymore. No, I can't go back. Not everyone is supportive of this, so are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? 'Cause I know when we succeed, they'll see it in a new light. They'll see it in a new light. Everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone has war and peace. I hope you know what you got into, 'cause I'm ready to fight. Yeah, I'm ready to fight. You make me melt like ice cream. Wake me up from this daydream. I can't go back to where it is that we came from. I can't go back doing things that satisfy some. Leave my past at the door, 'cause I don't need it anymore. No, I can't go back.
And we're back, R&B Radio Show. Thanks again for everyone joining us in NJT Campus Center because we're blasting throughout the entire building. Our awesome live stream, and we got a recorded show. Anybody else who wants to pop in, listen in, have a shout out, do whatever. That's all I'm gonna say. And again, thank you for Kevaughn and Julia stopping by.
You're welcome.
We'll have a Christmas special later on. A bunch of other random stuff going down. And perhaps other interviews. I don't know.
Yeah, and keep on
keeping on.
Keep on with us. We are actually closing up shop for good at NJAT, so we have to warn you guys of that
in
too.
December.
This is our last semester, so we will bring a Christmas special to.
Yeah.
I think we only have like 2 or 3 shows left.
Yeah,
the Julia and Kevaughn show right after that.
Yep,
So.
We're gonna transition into these
over.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, for
But
sure.
we'll be streaming out a Christmas special for you guys, and then saying our goodbyes real soon,
it sucks because we got a lot of new people listening this semester.
Yeah,
and it's like doubled or tripled. Or we've got a lot
But
more
hey,
than we
you know what-
expected.
Humble brag.
I'm gonna do that right now.
You know what you should do is go to Rena's YouTube channel and just live in the nostalgia and re-listen to us from the very beginning and watch our our journey basically.
Yeah, we
Our
are gonna
progression.
upload. We'll upload Action in the Studio. Finally, the video we will have at the end of, so you see what everything looks like, who's been in the show. Just because you're like, oh my God, what does Julia look like? I'm so curious how she sounds like this.
She looks pretty
think
cool.
I look like, double it. I'm hot.
Exactly.
Well, you'll
And
find
that's
out 'cause
called narcissism.
we'll get a picture of them in the studio for sure. So
I'm trying to I was actually thinking about it. I'm like, double it. I'm like 2. All right, 2 of them.
I also have a
get it.
twin. She's called my ego.
2 Julias.
yeah. Fun stuff. Any last minute thoughts?
If we had a radio show, it'd be called JK, and then sounds like Jake is laughs and shit.
JK.
But we're not. But as cool as that is, we're probably not gonna be able to.
You know what? We're gonna make a radio show.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I totally saw that
Wow,
coming.
yeah, full circle.
I
We'll
saw
just
that
keep
coming.
playing
So
with you guys. Will we make one? I don't know.
It's big will they, won't they for radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are like, who are these people? Because we don't know who they are. I don't know who they are either. No, I'm joking. So anyway, thanks. We're gonna end with this one. It's Luna Shadows, Tokyo. Bina, any last thoughts?
No.
Oh, I'll cut you off. I was gonna cut you off.
Ooh, I beat you to it, see?
I was so ready to do that.
Anyway,
Okay.
have a great Thanksgiving, guys. We'll see you next
Bye.
week.
Eat all that food.
Don't worry about the poundage.
Toodle pip.